Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to York Chocolate Story. My name is Dougie. I'm a chocolatier, and I'm going to teach you how to taste chocolate like a professional, so that you can get the very best from your chocolate. To taste chocolate properly, we use 4 senses: eyes, nose, ears, and mouth. Each one is very important. First, we'll start with the eyes. Chocolate has to look good. If it looks good, you buy the chocolate. As a chocolate man, I have got to make sure that the chocolate looks good as well. Now you can see that this chocolate here, this dark Belgian chocolate, is shining. That is because the chocolate is containing cocoa butter, 33% cocoa butter. It's the cocoa butter in chocolate that gives it the ability to have that lovely shine. If it shines, it looks good, you will go and buy it. The next thing we do is we taste the chocolate with our ears. Seems very strange, but it's very important. I'm going to give each of you a piece of tasting square. For the first time, don't eat it just yet. Okay. That point will come.
Yep, thank you.
So what we're going to do is hold the chocolate in 2 hands like this. We're going to hold it up to our ear. And after 3, we're going to break it. 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry, I break it first.
It's okay, don't worry.
But
It doesn't matter when you break it, as long as you break it. So, do you hear that lovely snap?
Yep.
Chocolate is formed by a process we call tempering. Tempering is the heating, the cooling, and the movement of chocolate. When it's done properly, a minute crystal appears within the chocolate. That crystal, the stable crystal, is known as beta 5. Of all the crystals we can use in chocolate making, it's the beta 5 crystal that gives chocolate that ability to have that lovely crunch when you bite it, snap when you break it in 2. Now the next thing, we use the nose, so we're going to smell the chocolate. Now some lovely flavours there from the cocoa bean. You can get that? Earthy flavours from the growing regions, Trinidad, the Ivory Coast, Peru, all around the equator. Each cocoa bean will give chocolate a different aspect, a different flavour. This one we're going to taste very shortly, burnt sugar, woody, moss from the overtones of the growing areas.
So cocoa from different areas have different taste.
Absolutely. It's all to do with the growing regions, the soil conditions, the weather. It all affects the cocoa bean. Each cocoa bean, each plantation will give chocolate a different taste. This one is actually made from the bean grown in Ghana. So we know it's going to have smoky, burnt overtones. Now then, the best bit. We're going to put some chocolate in our mouth. When we do, we don't bite the chocolate. We rest it on our tongue, we move the tongue around the mouth so that it melts naturally. At the same time, we nip our nose. The reason for that, 95% of what you think is your sense of taste has nothing to do with your tongue. Okay?
Just from the nose.
Right. In with the chocolate, nip the nose, and let the chocolate melt naturally around the mouth. Now there is some flavour there, but hardly any. That's because your tongue is doing no work. As it's releasing more flavour now, take your hands away and breathe in deeply. And exhale. Now you get the true flavours of the cocoa bean. Behind the nose, the back of the throat. Nothing to do with your tongue. That was good? Worth doing properly? At this point, do you feel happy? You look happy, so obviously you are. There's a reason for that as well. Chocolate contains a chemical. That chemical is called theobromine. When you have chocolate, break it, smell it, but don't eat it. You're working against that chemical. Makes you grumpy. But when you taste the chocolate, you're in harmony with the theobromine. It makes you happy, relaxed, and content. Now that we are happy, relaxed, and content, enjoy your chocolate.
You know, I always can't wait. I always choose the chocolate. So every time you do chocolate, you melt it first.
You don't have to, but that's the way to get the best from your chocolate, yeah. Chocolate is the comfort food. It's what makes you relax, calm down, makes you happy.
It also,
But you
know, gain more weight. You know, after I come to York, I've really gained a lot of weight because I like the chocolate biscuit.
just don't eat as much chocolate then.
But they're so nice.
Chocolate shouldn't put weight on if you eat it sensibly. If you're going to gorge yourself day by day, every hour that God gives us.
It's really hard to keep on.
I know it, yeah, I know. But just be calm, be careful, eat what you think is your sufficiency. You'll be fine. You won't put weight on. Look at me. Slim and athletic, and I eat chocolate all day long.
this is no really dark chocolate, so how is white chocolate?
White chocolate is made purely from cocoa butter, milk powder and sugar. So there's no cocoa solids in white chocolate. That's extracted from the cocoa liquor at the pressing stage. So that's where white chocolate comes from.
So, if, I think it's cocoa that made us feel happy, feel content.
Yeah.
So if we eat white chocolate, it's not, it doesn't have that kind of effect.
It won't have the same effect, not as dark chocolate. Of course, dark chocolate doesn't contain milk, it's dark chocolate. Cocoa mass, cocoa butter, sugar. White chocolate will have the addition of milk. Of course, that's why we call it milk chocolate.
I prefer dark chocolate.
What's your favorite chocolate?
Mine is dark, but not too dark. We have here at the attraction 100% chocolate. You cannot get better than that. This is 53.8% cocoa. We have some 100%. It makes you sort of go, but it's very good for you.
Because I was a bit surprised because, especially the British chocolate contains a lot of sugar compared
It
to
does.
German chocolate.
Yeah, the British palate likes a lot of sugar in it. That's why a lot of the sweets that we have, a lot of the chocolates are very high in sugar because it's what we crave. Different parts of the continent, they're not as happy about as much sugar as we are. But yeah, that's how we like it here in Britain.
Okay.
I used to try 80% chocolate, dark chocolate, and I think it's great.
You like the 80%? Yeah, but you can get from 60, well, 53.8 right the way through to 100%.
So, if, but just now because some chocolate with different flavors. So do dark chocolate have those kind of flavors?
Yeah, you will find chocolate will have nutty overtones like macadamia or almond. Some will be fruity, such as maybe strawberry or raspberry. They'll all have these overtones, but that's all to do with the growing areas and the different beans. And you can try this at home with different chocolates. Do the same thing, melt it in the mouth, and you'll find all these different flavours coming through. Nutty, herby, fruity, woody. They're all different. That's the good thing about chocolate. It's all different. Just play with it, have fun.
Could I have another one?
Of course you can, that's why you're here.